Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Carruthers, a physician here at Integrative Wellness Group. When looking at the body and looking at health and sickness, it's really stress that causes our sickness. The body doesn't care if it's physical stress, biochemical stress, or even emotional stress. I've literally learned well over a dozen different techniques trying to bring in balance our emotional stress. And I've only found one that really gives us sustainable, long-lasting results because it helps bring our emotional imbalances and our perceptions back into balance. What I love about this technique is that it actually gives us a new program, a new way of seeing, a new way of thinking, so that we can judge the world in a whole new way. We're going to go through really 3 main steps to be able to take you through what's called the Demartini Method. All right, the Demartini Method. So we're going to start out with what I call the pre-Demartini. And it doesn't involve drinks, but it does involve a lot of fun. See, during this pre-Demartini method, we really find out what's most important to you. And it's very funny and ironic that a lot of times we don't take the time to really figure out what's most important to us. Dr. Demartini calls this our top 3 values. See, we're going to dive in and get extremely clear on what's most important to you. And once we figure that out, every single question and decision that you have needs to be serving those top 3 values. See, if you're not serving those top 3 values, you're not serving yourself. And if you're not serving yourself, you literally cannot serve anyone else. The other thing we're going to do in the pre-Demartini is really figure out what the deepest, darkest, hairiest, judgmental, biggest imbalanced emotion that's really causing stress onto you and your system. So once we figure this out, that's the trait, action, inaction, or emotion that we're really going to focus on bringing back into balance during the Demartini method. All right, now we're to the Demartini method. So this is one of my favorite parts, is because we can literally sit together, whether it's on a one-on-one, in a private session, or in a group session. And we can go through and bring all of our perceptions, judgments, and balances back into balance. And literally, unlike other therapies where we'll meet just now, we'll meet maybe next week or the following week, during the Demartini method, we sit down and we don't really leave until we've completely neutralized the stress that's being held within our systems. In doing so, we go through a step-by-step protocol of really answering the questions to help us see the other side. See, what I love about this is that the whole method's actually based upon neuroscience. Understanding science, it's really everything is made up of energy. And when we look at energy, energy is always balanced. And when we look at what energy really is, it's like a magnet. So we have a positive and a negative polarity. Just like the Earth, we have a North Pole and a South Pole. Same thing with emotions. It has a positive emotion and a negative emotion. The positive emotions are what we call good, and the negative emotions are what we call bad. Unfortunately, we all perceive things differently because we all perceive through what we learned during the pre-Demartini through our values. So what you call one thing being good, somebody with a different value system may call that same thing bad. So everybody's going to perceive things differently. What this method does, it helps us see the other side. It increases our awareness, increases our perception, and in doing so, it increases our consciousness. So when we actually go through the method, when we're done, crazy as it may sound, we're going to be grateful for whatever you once resented. We'll be able to see that every single benefit has a drawback, and every single drawback also has a benefit. I'm excited. So now we're at part 3, what I call post-Demartini method. See, life is different now because you're actually perceiving differently. You've literally upgraded your computer system, your brain, your mind, to be able to have a new program to view the world differently. So now we actually focus on 2 main things. So one of the big things is it's not the only stress in our life that we've probably perceived causing us to be emotional imbalanced. So we'll also figure out what other things that we can work on doing the Demartini method to bring back into balance. The next big thing that we focus on is how to propel yourself moving forward even more. So we can focus on things such as goals, purpose, your big why, and the list goes on. So really, the post-Demartini method is also a lot of fun because we're going to work you with as an individual to see what can best help you and allow you to keep moving up the ladder.